Megan is an illustrator and writer. Keep it going through this. She likes to travel, remove annoying decisions, and believes that mystical attachments are to certain very specific material goods are good. True. Give it up for Megan.
So every mom, I think, is a mystery, and you never really know what's going to come out of their mouths, or at least that's the truth for mine. So this is my mom, and she was here recently, and we went to the Art Institute, at which point, walking through the Greek statues, she said, well, when the Christians took over ancient Rome, they ran around and knocked all the peckers off of all the statues. And I said, what? And she said, yeah, in front of every Roman villa, they'd have a statue with a guy's, the homeowner's head, and then at the appropriate height, there'd be nothing else, and his penis. And she said that was in front of every Roman villa. This is, I don't know if you can tell his situation has been knocked off. After she told me that, I said, what? What? And she said, yes, it was the man of the house, and then his ancestor, and then his ancestor, all of them. And I said, their head and their genitals, their actual genitals? And then I found this! All over the internet. And I don't know if that's far away, and you can't really see what's defined there, but that is actual genitals. And that's a very real look. That's like how he looked. Okay, so they're called the Herma. I couldn't believe this was real. Turns out they come from ancient Greece, okay? In ancient Greece, a pile of stones was called a herm. And people were like, oh, herm? Were you saying Hermes? So here's a pile of stones. And then to be like, oh, we'll move it up one, we'll do the symbol for Hermes, which is a giant member. And then they were like, oh, you know what? And this is basically to like mark the intersection or the difference between, my farm ends, yours starts. Then they were like, let's just not just do the, situation. Let's actually do the god too. Let's do his face, because I learned how to make faces. Okay. He's the god of love, money, fertility, clearly, and animal husbandry. So now to celebrate this guy, what they would do is the neighbors would come together, obviously douse him in oil, stick a wreath on his head. I don't know if you can tell that this naked lady is putting a wreath on his head. And then every February 23rd, they'd have an extra special big party and cover it in pig's blood. I figured you didn't want to see that, so I'm just giving you a son to kind of, So anyway, that's what went on. And then people were like, something, or no, sorry. And then I thought to myself, I don't know if you guys know this in your nerdy travels, but in ancient Greece, we think the statues were like this, bare, right? They were all actually painted. So, and I thought, oh my, are these herm painted? So I found a professor at the University of Chicago, and I emailed him. And I wrote a very long email that said, my mom, Ignite, I don't know if you know it, and then he just said, yes, most Greek sculpture was painted. That means that all of those situations were photorealistic. And now this is how they know for sure that specifically, because I was like, but the street signs had a colorful dick on them? This is like a wall mural from Pompeii, which says, yes, definitely. So fast forward to Rome, right, after Greece. Turns out everyone was kind of like, yeah, I don't really believe in God that much, but I love all those herma. I'm going to put one of me in front of my building. And then they went everywhere. So everything that you think in Richard Scarry's like Busy Town, a picture of a guy that worked there. This guy is like a guy at a gym. This is a general. And then their dick right below. This guy, his has been chipped off. That, the Christians got to some of these guys. And now, what you don't know, so this is an incredibly famous lawyer in Athens. Anyway, if you want to be an alpha male, what you would do is be like, my dick is very small. It's smaller than yours, actually, because in ancient Greece, the smaller your dick was, the more like rational you were. So everyone was trying to brag about that, so they put that in front of their house. Now, it didn't go away. So this is the Renaissance. They were like, no more dicks because of Christians, but we're going to keep these. So you see the four-sided pole? Anyway, they're on a four-sided thing because you did that with Hermes. Whatever, ritual. Anyway, so that's also, they think these terms are why we have busts. They're kind of like calling back to just the picture of the head. So, the lesson I think is your mom is always right no matter what insane thing that comes out of her mouth. And there's probably another cliche cliche, or actually, blah blah. Pretend I said a really good transition here. Now, when you're getting your engagement pictures done in front of a 4-sided pole with a head on the top, realize what they're not putting in